feel like Jesus' story was a metaphor then?
There's a lot of metaphoric instances in the Bible, 100%. The Bible isn't a Bible of facts and figures. It's not a mathematical book, or there's metaphoric essence to it. But the story of Jesus, what he said, what he did, what he taught, is absolute truth and fact. I don't think it's metaphoric. His existence is proven, not just evidenced, but proven. And I think that if his existence and his impact is evidenced and proven, then why would what he did on earth be just metaphoric?
How do you decipher between what's a metaphor and what's a historical fact?
I mean, metaphor is usually poetic for a particular outcome, where I'm in a belief that the Genesis story of creation was not literal, but metaphoric. But it was very much in that way that God created the earth in a certain order for a certain purpose, and he put man on earth for a certain reason. Was there like a huge, let there be light, boom, and then there was like a flick of the light? Was there like a huge rushing and gushing? I don't know. And I'm not going to sit and say that there's facts and evidence that prove that. So there is metaphoric essence to it. But when we're talking about an account of somebody's life, I don't think it's I can't say metaphorically Elliot was in a bar on the 21st of July. So that's how you decipher between fact and metaphor.
I hear this often with Christians, and it troubles me because I want to know that there is a way to decipher between metaphor and historical fact. I completely agree that a lot of the stuff in the Bible is metaphorical and it's an allegory for a reflection on the human condition, but you believe in the truths that are found in the Bible. My question would be, at what point do you stop believing metaphors and start believing the facts? So do you believe in a great flood and that 2 of each animal at least were put onto a big boat? Do you believe that Jesus walked on water? Do you believe that he turned water to wine? How do you distinguish? I mean, I just don't see a way of doing this between what's a metaphor and what historically happened. And I think that's a great convenience for Christians.
Yeah, and I agree. It's a great convenience for us because there is a line that has to be drawn, and I'm speaking to my Christian brothers and sisters here, that there's a line that has to be drawn where we appreciate something can be metaphoric and still truth. I can look at a metaphoric creation of earth and still establish that I don't know what happened, but the God that wrote the Bible will reveal to me what he was teaching through the metaphor. Whereas Jesus existing, turning water to wine, it's not metaphoric. I mean, when he came, he made a lot of metaphoric stories, parables. He said, the kingdom of God is like this, and we do it like this, and this is... But his life, what he did in his existence, it's not metaphoric. Yeah, it was biographical.
So it's just intuition that determines between historical fact and metaphor.
Of course, it's not intuition. I mean, there's no evidence for Genesis. There is evidence for Noah's Ark. There is evidence for Jesus' existence on earth, what he did, what he taught, what he said. There's evidence for a man called Saul that became Paul, that was killing Christians.
But my question is why you think that that's a metaphor and other parts of the Bible are historical.
I think this goes back to our very first point. We have to come to the understanding that I know that I don't know. And I'm okay not knowing, but I'm searching. And my claim as a Christian is not that I know, but that I know the path that's going to lead me. So I can't tell you exactly what is a metaphor and what is fact. But I can tell you that I'm on the path that's been, it's a very narrow path, but I'm searching and I'm pressing on continuously to find that truth. And it's not my truth, but it's the truth that I'm searching for continuously.
I think what we've discovered over the course of this conversation is that we may disagree on many things, but actually we have this mutual understanding that we are in the exact same position with our faith.
Yeah, I agree, just from different directions. And I think that I would 100% agree. And we'll have a conversation after and I'll make you Christian.
Alakazam. on this episode, we've had people like Charlotte who are open and they're hearing many gods and feeling many things, and their culture has guided them to feel and think a certain way. People like Elliot who are knowing that they don't know things, and in not knowing, they're feeling like, you know what, I'm leaning more to not believing than believing, but I'm still seeking. And then there's people like Glenn who are sure and reaffirmed in their beliefs, believe Jesus is the way, and that's the path they're following. Join us next time to see who else we have on the show.